Well, did you know McDonald's sold pizza?
You might remember it from back in the 80s if you're old enough. Anyway, it's called McPizza, and it started out as a family-sized pizza, and then later McDonald's added a personal-sized option in 1991. So why are we talking about this now in 2017? Well, because as of a couple of years ago, only 3 McDonald's in the entire U.S. still sold pizzas, and guess what? 2 of them were from right here in our region, the one in Pomeroy and the one in Spencer, West Virginia. Pomeroy, Spencer, West Virginia. That is until now.
Yeah.
Dan Klein joins us now. Traveled to Pomeroy today.
Yep.
To bring back one of the very last ones that we could ever have so we could make history.
And eating it.
Eating it right here.
Why else, right?
Right.
Yeah, this is, there it is.
Oh my goodness.
We got a pepperoni.
This is
is one of the last 6 McPizzas on the planet that we know of.
Isn't that crazy?
The last 6 on the planet.
There were 6 still there when I got there, and this was there. So, and I saw a few people eat theirs. So that means, you know,
This might be the last one now.
this
Yeah.
could be
This
the
could
last
be
one
it.
right here.
I gotta ask, why is it in a big box?
Okay, so
Pizza's small.
obviously there were the sad news for a lot of people there. I talked to a woman there who gets a pizza there like every day.
Oh, wow.
I talked to a guy who came down from Athens who heard about it for the first time earlier this month, came down, and he came down again today knowing this is the last day to get it. So they've actually run out of the personal size boxes.
And they couldn't tell you. They didn't tell you why that they were given the kibosh by McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's was pretty close to the vest on this.
Yeah.
They wouldn't tell me how many they sold,
Yeah.
some of those kind of data. There was actually 2 sizes of pizza. So there's a family-sized pizza, which you mentioned already,
Yeah.
and then this is the personal-sized pizza.
Okay.
And so this is the family-sized box with the personal-sized pizza. But there are people, people that swear by this pizza. They love it, absolutely love it.
I can imagine.
And it was just kind of a
I'm going to
vestige.
get a picture of that. I need to grab my camera
So
and get a
sad.
picture
I mean,
of
what
that.
was the sentiment for the folks that were there? You know, were they there buying pizza? Were they sad or upset?
Yeah, well, and this one woman had a very funny story. She said her grandson, who only will eat this pizza, so the last 2 years they've gone on vacation. Her son and daughter brought a box that had this. They bought a dozen crusts because he loves the crust so much. There it is. Okay, and she would fake out for her son that this is she would use their crust, make her own pizza, but serve it in the box because he loved this pizza and will only eat this pizza.
Sad.
So you can imagine that's a very unhappy grandmother, and she said she's going to do everything she can, calling corporate and everything she can to try to bring it back. But here's the thing, there's a few things in the future for McDonald's that this probably just doesn't kind of fit in.
Okay.
As they try to streamline their menu, they say there's just kind of a constant rotating menu here, and they're going to have mobile kiosks, they're going to have a few other things. So some of these unique pizza items or other items that others sell, like lobster rolls and some of the other stuff that other McDonald's might sell, are going to be probably disappearing.
I haven't had a McPizza in a long time because I haven't been to the Cheers.
The end of an era, I think, guys. Wow.
So I heated this up. Yeah, it was,
You know, and it reminded me of it back then in the 80s when I tried it, and it still does. It's cafeteria pizza, which I never complained about. I love cafeteria pizza.
I think we all did, right?
But yeah, when I was a kid, cafeteria pizza, so this brings back good memories.
yeah.
It really does.
And so, yeah, then while you said Pomeroy and Spencer, obviously a little bit separated, well, they're owned by the same franchise owner.
Okay.
So that's how that kind of worked. And these are the last 2, they were last 2 that served, and we actually called earlier, and Spencer had run out. So, Pomeroy was the last one. So
and there's actually a viral video kind of going around about all this, which is the greatest thing ever because people are that sad about it. And this makes me sad that they're sad.
Makes me sad too.
3 Canadians drove,
that
1,000
YouTube
miles.
video is fantastic. It's because there's some language in it, so beware. But but these guys they decided to come down from the Great White North and made their way into our region just so they could try this because they said who could forget it. And I think that's it. That's why I'm eating so quickly because it does remind me of school, and I always ate quickly so I could get out on the playground.
And the bullies probably would attack you and say, you get that food down first.
Exactly.
And that video has 166,000 views since the spring when they did it. So it just shows you that people will watch anything on the YouTube, right?
They sure will. Dan, thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks. And a sad piece of history for some folks.
I know.
Who
Thanks, Dan.
This was
It's good stuff.
Anytime.
We're going to save this.
Thanks for making this for us.
We'll never forget.